Hayden, and this is my husband Aaron, and we're on a mission to find the best vegan food in every country around the world. For the past month, we've been in Aruba, and in today's video, we meet up with some locals who are going to share some traditional Aruban dishes with us, like these croquettes. But first up are the Ayacas.
So this, of course, is a holiday tradition here in Aruba, even in Latin America. People usually eat it around Christmas time. It's a Christmas favorite. Like, you can't have Christmas without an Ayaca. And it's very Colombian and Venezuelan thing, and nobody really knows where it originated. It's kind of like this competition between countries. But Aruba has its own Ayaca as well.
Yes.
These ones are a la Venezuelan style.
Correct.
And it's made with cornmeal. It's like this dough of cornmeal. There's mock meat in this, and some people put tofu in it. There's prunes, raisins, cashews, olives, vegetables. Everybody has their own sort of grandmother's recipe, and yeah, everybody has their own take on it. So I'm really excited for you guys to try this one. I personally really like this one. But yeah, let's see.
The first thing we're gonna try right now is the Ayaca. And at first glance, it kind of reminds me of a Mexican tamale, but it's actually a local staple here that the origin's a little unsure, but very heavily prevalent in Latin America, Venezuela, Colombia. But it looks like it's been stuffed with vegan meat and all sorts of vegetables, and it's this bright orange color. And the best thing about this is it's a Christmas holiday special. So you only get them around this time, and they wrap them up and then tie them up, and it's like opening up a little Christmas present every time. Wow. Wow. There's so much flavor going on in that right now. The meat is so super tender, it literally just falls apart in your mouth, but jam-packed full of flavor. It's just, every bite is a party. Like, it's hard to describe, there's so much going on. That's fantastic. Almost every bite really is kind of a different flavor profile. You know, some bites are sweet, some bites are salty, some are meaty, some are packed full of veggies. It's just like every time you take a bite out of it, you're gonna get something different out of it.
It's really, really good. Lots of flavor. There's olives in there, and it looks like maybe raisins and mushrooms and like a ground meat. And then it's wrapped in like a masa. It really reminds me of a tamale, to give you an idea of like what it would taste like. But there's just so many different components in there, and you get to like unwrap it like a little present. I could eat 100 of those. Freaking delicious. So as I eat more of this, I actually discovered that it's more like a polenta on the outside instead of like a traditional masa like a tamale would be. So it's got that kind of like grittiness to it, but like it's so perfectly packaged that it like holds everything together nicely. But I'd say it's like polenta tamale. Really good.
And the reason why we brought croquettes is because it's a local staple. It's so deeply embedded in our culture. This recipe, the one behind me, is passed down from my grandma's grandma to her, to my mom, to myself. As a vegan, I miss eating croquettes. It was, it's just one of those things, how you emotionally bound to food, and it's so deep rooted in your culture, and you're like, so what am I gonna do? I can't ever eat croquettes again unless it's a potato croquette or one of those. So I was like, I found soy wheat protein, and I was like, let's try. Let me just give it a try. I just literally took my grandma's recipe, took out the regular margarine, put in vegan butter, took out the meat, put in soy wheat protein, and made it. And I was amazed because it tastes just like my grandma's croquettes. And it was great because everybody was like, oh my god, when I became vegan, I was like sad about certain snacks that I couldn't have anymore. And I thought I never could have a croquette again. And you'd be surprised because people can't tell that it's vegan. So that's what's awesome about it. So your regular omnivores and carnivores have the croquette and they're like, best I've ever had. I probably sell more to non-vegans than I sell to vegans. That's one of our missions as the Happy Vegans, is to just take a recipe that is in our culture so deeply embedded and try and make it vegan. We try to take the original version and veganize it as best as we can so we can replicate the original version, and people love that. Croquettes landed in Aruba because of the Dutch. So they have two versions of it. They have a croquette and they have a bitterbal. And the difference is one is made with chuck beef, so it's more like a pulled beef type mouthfeel, and the other one is made with ground beef. So that's the difference, and we made it with both. But I brought today the crowd pleaser, the favorite, which is more resembling the chuck beef. Mine are just spelt flour base and soy wheat protein, and lots and lots of vegetables. But I have a secret process so that you don't feel it. And yeah, I'm excited for you to try it, and I can't wait for you to tell me what you think. So.
We are diving into vegan croquettes, which are another local staple here. We've been told that they are served everywhere from birthday parties to gatherings to even at weddings. So it's widely resourceful. You can use them for any event, and we're going to dive into them. They're nice and deep fried. Don't quite know exactly what's in them yet until we take a bite, so let's give it a whirl. Wow. So from like a consistency standpoint, think of it like almost deep fried, refried beans, if you will. Not quite, but the flavor is fantastic. It's got like this saltiness to it, but then it kind of almost has like a cheesy flavor to it. Like, I don't know what all is in this, but it's fantastic. And the fact that it's deep fried, you know, that goes straight to my heart. In both good and bad ways.
I see what you mean about like a bean paste. So it's like very pureed on the inside and then nice and crunchy on the outside. And it has like a really good like meaty flavor. They say it's like a soy protein. And yeah, you can taste like some veggies. There's like hints of like veggie in the background. Really good.
It's kind of a wine screw. Like,
yeah.
There's so much going on that you can't really pinpoint what it is you're tasting.
And then there's a little bit of heat. They got like a tiny bit of spice on the back end, but in a good way, and not in an overpowering way. Because I don't do spicy, but these. It has like a little kick of heat and then it goes away. There's like 100 of them to eat. The Vegan Munchies is doing a new pop-up shop in One Happy Bowl for dinner, and we ordered like a local, what they call a chicken basket. So we got a deep fried chicken, like a fried chicken, and deep fried plantains with cinnamon on it. And then french fries with a peanut sauce. So definitely can't say we've tried any of these dishes before, so we're excited to get a little bit of a local experience.
Chicken wing. It's more of a chicken nugget. That's a really great texture. It's not super chewy, it's got nice structure to it. And running's fantastic. Probably one of the better vegan chicken nuggets I've had in a long time. So I got a fry with, I guess, peanut sauce. That's exactly what that is. There's nothing shocking there. It's a peanut sauce on top of fries.
Okay, so now we're gonna eat a plantain, like a cinnamon plantain. Smells delicious. It's like caramelized. The sugar on the outside is like caramelized. So it's got a little bit of a crunch to it. And it's like sweet and kind of savory because of the like char on the outside of it. That's my favorite thing we've eaten. Freaking delicious.
This is like unwrapping a Christmas gift.
Exactly. Christmas food during the holidays.
This is my kind of Christmas gift, you know?
Our kind of Christmas eating.
It's all your fault.
It smells good.
Yum. It's like uncooked dough. Strange, but I like it.
It's like it's like an ogre, if you get that reference.
No, it's okay.
Ogres are like onions. It's from Shrek.
Wouldn't that be the same flavor? Maybe some layers.
Oh yeah, I guess that would be. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like peeling back layers every time you. It's bad. It was a bad joke.